Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. Okay, so we still have the writing part in Unit 6. We haven't finished it yet. So today we are going to study how to write and to plan for an argumentative essay. Okay, so we have two things that we should take or bear in mind, which is the planner, as usual, and an essay. So you will have to write down the key points in the planner and your piece of writing about the argumentative essay. Please take your student book page 90, your student book page 90, and let's analyze this prompt. So we are going to try to underline the key words. You have a class discussion about animal testing in the interest of medical research. Now, your teacher has asked you to write an argumentative essay. See, this is mentioned already. So, in your exam, you will find either persuasive or argumentative. So, argumentative essay discussing the pros and cons of medical experiments on animals. Write your essay. Okay, so we need to write down our pros and cons about this topic. What is the topic? Which is animal testing. This is our keyword, this is our topic, animal testing. So the type of essay will be argumentative, and you will have to write the pros and cons, which is the advantages and the disadvantages of medical experiments. As the picture shows, this is how to make experiments or do experiments on animals for the medical research. Okay, so let's plan our writing. This is the most important thing. We need to plan our writing so we will be able to write an essay. So the writing, we are going to introduce the topic. The topic is about animal testing. So you can write down here. You don't have to write a full introduction here. Just you will introduce the topic through giving the main idea. So animal testing, this is my topic, okay, has been a debatable or discussion topic, okay, a discussion topic or a debatable or a controversial topic. So it has both advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so this is the way. There are different ways you can introduce your topic. Argument number one. So as you can see in the planner here, the argument number one should be for, means the positive part, the positive side. We can say that it is good for developing the medical treatment. So you can write down here, medical treatment, okay, has been developed. Develop means it becomes better and better, okay, the medical treatment, the medicines. So here we need to explain this point. It's not a new point, it's explanation, justification, or an example for this point. Of course, when the medical treatment is developed, so people can be cured from certain diseases. So people can be cured from many diseases. Okay, now for the argument number two, so see in the planner we have two arguments, which are for two advantages. So, argument number 2, ensure the safety of drugs. Means when you do experiments on animals, you will make sure if this drug is safe or no. So before trying it on people, you will try it on animals. So ensure the safety of drugs, if it is safe or not safe. So if it is not safe, it will not get into market. So unsafe drugs, which are not safe, will never be sold, will never get into market. Okay, so 2 arguments for and 2 arguments against. So here we are going to think about an argument which is against. So we can say that it is really bad for animals because they will suffer. So you can say it is cruel to animals. The word cruel means inhumane. So it is cruel to animals. Animals will suffer and feel pain. Argument number 2. So this one, animal will suffer and feel pain, is the explanation for this point, which is cruel to animals. Now, argument number 2, there are many arguments. Of course, you are free to choose any advantages or disadvantages for this topic. We can also say that we cannot trust these medicines. It is unreliable. It is unreliable. Means we cannot trust it. So it is unreliable. How is that? Of course, when you do experiments on animals, they might have different reactions to these medicines, to this drug, from people. So maybe the reactions are different. So this is what we are going to write here. So animals have different reactions. Animals have different reactions to drugs. So they are different from people. Okay, let's summarize the point. Here you can summarize your arguments. You can state your opinion in the conclusion. In the planner, you don't have to write down your conclusion in details, just the main points. So we can say that considering both sides, so the both sides, which are the pros and cons, both sides. Considering both sides, you can state your opinion. I think that the advantages of animal testing outweigh the disadvantages. The advantages outweigh means are more than. So this is your opinion. It's a personal opinion. You don't have to write this in each essay. It depends on your opinion. So when you say that it outweighs the disadvantages, means the advantages are more than the disadvantages. Okay, now let's check the model answer, model essay. Now look at this. This is our, of course it's on your student book, as I said. This is a model essay. As you can see, we have 4 paragraphs. Let's start with the first 2 paragraphs. So what is this technique? We started with a rhetorical question. It is very important to start with a catchy sentence or a question to attract the attention of the reader. Of course, here, as you notice, here I erased the wrong answers, just left for you the correct answers. So without a doubt, or as we can say, it is undeniable, so that animals play a major role in medical research. But animal testing, this is my topic, is a controversial topic. What does it mean, controversial topic? Means debatable or argumentative or discussion. Means some people are for and some people are against. Okay, like any topic, it's always controversial. Some people agree, some people disagree. This is the meaning of controversial. So now let's move on to the next paragraph. There is always a sentence to shows that we are going to talk about either the advantages or the disadvantages. So there are a number of advantages. So this paragraph will be about advantages, and this sentence is the topic sentence. Here, as you can see, this linker firstly, and then we have another linker. So this is to give the first advantage. Okay, so they give us the first advantage, and then this means, so we are still in the same advantage, but we are explaining it, justifying it. So this is called justification. So this is my argument, and this is the justification of the argument. So when you write down an argument, justify it. Okay? It's not enough to write an argument, then you move on to the other argument. You have to justify it. So then we have the next linker. Moreover, you can also say in addition, besides. This is to add. You are going to add a new point, a second, a third, a fourth point. Okay? So this is the second advantage. So animal testing ensures the safety of new drugs. See, this is the same that we did in planner, that can show the effects on a human as a result. So I can either justify or give a result for what I have said, because this will justify also my answer. So as a result, unsafe drugs do not get into market. So results or as a consequence, it's the same meaning. So these are keywords, be careful. As a result or as a consequence. Okay, for here, sorry. So paragraph number 3, we are going to move to the drawbacks. When I say drawbacks, I mean the disadvantages. And the linker here, on the other hand, this is to show contrast, that you are going to move to a different point. So as you can see, this is my topic sentence. On the other hand, using animals in medical research has its drawbacks, which means that my paragraph will be about the drawbacks and disadvantages. Okay, this is because, so to begin with, secondly, as you can see, we are listing the disadvantages. So to begin with, this is because, as I said, we always need justification. So disadvantage, justification. First disadvantage, then the justification. Secondly is to add the second disadvantage. Some people claim that animal testing, now look at this, is unreliable. Why? This is because animals are different from humans. So as you can see here, we are justifying our answer. So this is justification. Now the fourth paragraph, this is the answer, of course, to conclude, and means to summarize. Okay, I think, so as you can notice, we didn't mention our opinion in the introduction, but we stated it in the conclusion. So don't forget, this is a bit different from the persuasive. It's not the same. We do not mention the opinion in the introduction. We mention it only in the conclusion. So I think that the benefits outweigh them, means the positives are more than the negatives. So there are still many incurable diseases, etc. So this is the writer's opinion. Okay, This is the writer's opinion. Now, my topics that you can work on. You can work on online learning. You can write any assignment and send it to me. I will be pleased to correct it for you. Online learning, online shopping, taking a gap year, living in a city, dieting means go on a diet, vegetarianism, hosting sport events, studying abroad, living abroad, private education, wearing school uniforms, being famous or being a celebrity, social media, fast food. These are many topics already mentioned in your student book in different texts and in different prompts. So I would recommend if you write or you try to write simple essays, so, and I will be pleased to check them for you. Don't forget the argumentative needs only 4 paragraphs and not 5. So let's summarize. The first one is the introduction. The second one will be about the advantages. You can mention 2 advantages with their justification. The third paragraph, disadvantages. So disadvantages also with a justification. And finally, the conclusion in which you summarize your opinion. So in the conclusion, you summarize the text and you state your opinion. This is all for today. Please, if you have any question, do not hesitate to text me or send a message on the Teams. Thank you so much.